Guys, today Haygain has very kindly sent us a hay steamer. I am so excited, and I'm sure Chester is going to be over the moon about this, so let's get to unboxing. I am going to start with this giant box right here and then move on to the little box. Alright, we have gotten everything that was in the big box out, which I think is like the body of the hay steamer. There's plenty of other little things inside, so I'm going to come show you what those are. I believe our instruction manual is in here, so I'm going to grab that. Here is a little page that seems like it has some testimonials. Here is the user manual, which we are definitely about to need while we set this up. This is a HG1 hay steamer, so it's a Haygain 1 hay steamer. We have this tube. Okay, it is currently about to storm, so I'm going to pick up my pace just a little bit. We have this jug that I think goes to the steamer part. Steam generator descaler. It cleans and restores the hay steamer. That's very nice. We have another little pamphlet, and that looks like that's everything from inside this body part. So we are going to open the little box now. Okay, now we have both boxes open, and in here I believe is the part that we are going to put water in order for it to go in here and steam the hay. In my case, it's mostly going to be alfalfa. So we have a funnel, another little manual, I believe. Yes, an owner's manual for the steamer part. Let me pull it. Oh, it's heavy. It's a little heavy. That was all that was in the little box, so let's go ahead and get rid of this before we continue our video. Now that we have everything out of the boxes and right back here behind me, it's time to get our hay steamer set up. Before we start, I'm going to do a little light reading. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is hook up the steam generator to the chest. Now that we have the steamer connected to the hay chest, we can plug it up and get to steaming hay. It is really that easy. I am very impressed by that. It only took me a few minutes to set up this whole thing. So let's get it plugged up, fill the steamer with water, and start steaming some alfalfa. Now I'm going to put the alfalfa into the hay steamer, making sure the spikes at the bottom are sticking through the hay and you cannot see them at all. These are what ensure that the hay gets fully steamed, and these spikes are to ensure that the hay gets completely steamed. Now that we have our alfalfa into the hay steamer and it's pushed down as far as I can get it to go, it's time to put the lid on and get some water into the steamer. Before we put the lid onto the hay steamer, I'm going to pour a little water over the hay at the top just to really maximize how much can be steamed. I've filled up the jug that came with the hay steamer, and we are going to use that jug and this funnel to fill up the steamer, and we're going to be very sure not to overflow the steamer. Okay, now that I have the steamer full of water and I checked multiple times with the dipstick to make sure it was not overflowed, it's very important not to overflow it. The hay chest is full of alfalfa with some water sprinkled on top, so it's time to get steaming. We're going to let the hay steamer run for the full 60 minutes. It can get to the green line or even past. That's okay. It's important to let it run for the full 60 minutes. I love this because I'm terrified of spiders and the steam will kill them immediately. So that's one thing I'm really happy about. The alfalfa has steamed for the full 60 minutes, so we're going to turn off the steamer and let the hay bin cool down before I open the top of it so I do not burn myself. I don't want to open it and get a ton of steam in my face, and I will also show you the proper way to take the lid off when it is cool enough for me to do so. When you open your hay steamer, you want to stand to the side of the hay chest and pull the lid and the thermometer towards you. I can kind of describe it as a shield to protect you from that hot steam because it can and will burn you. Okay, the hay has completely cooled off so that we can get it in this hay bag to take it to the horses at the barn, and then I think I'm going to steam the rest of the alfalfa I have left here to get it all good and ready to go to the barn. Okay, I think I've made the biggest alfalfa bag known to man, and there's still a little bit left, so I'm going to put it into a little black trash bag and then get to steaming the rest of the hay. I've gotten all the alfalfa out, made sure I got all of the alfalfa out of the bottom of the steamer and around the spikes, and it is a lot of alfalfa, and since it's been steamed, it's not necessarily in compressed flakes anymore. It's kind of loose, very easy, supposed to be very easy for the horses to eat, and it is so soft. I have like cuts on my arm from carrying alfalfa bales, and this is so soft. So now that I have that all out, I'm going to put the rest of the alfalfa in. Alright, you know the drill. We have everything going. The steamer is turned on, so we're going to let it go for the full 60 minutes and come back and grab our hay out. Okay, our second batch of hay is done steaming, so I'm going to turn the steamer off, open the lid, and I'll meet you guys back at the barn. Okay, we're at the barn. We have all of our steamed alfalfa. All the boys are outside, but once they come in, they will be surprised and do a little taste test of their newly steamed alfalfa. I am so excited for this. I know the boys are really going to enjoy it, so let's see how they liked it. I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of steamed hay. While the horses are absolutely loving
their steamed alfalfa. The first benefit from steaming hay is your horse's respiratory health. If you have a performance horse especially, you understand how important their airway is. Hay has a ton of respirable particles in it that can cause tons of irritation to the upper and lower airways. Steaming hay gets rid of 99% of these particles, promoting awesome respiratory health. The second benefit is your horse's digestive health. The added water allows the alfalfa to be more digestible, so this prevents colic and it even prevents impactions because the added hydration helps everything move through the digestive tract. The third benefit is hydration. Adding the extra water keeps your horse nice and hydrated. The next benefit is steaming hay kills mold, bacteria, dust mites. It gets rid of all the dust. It kills any kind of bugs in the hay, which is so nice, especially if your horse has allergies. Some of my horses are allergic to some molds and some dust, so this really helps them. And this prevents a horse from having an asthmatic reaction from always ingesting these molds and bacteria that are commonly found in hay, and it will help them so much to not have an asthmatic reaction anymore. Some barrel horses that bleed are not really true bleeders. They just have really bad allergies and their airway is inflamed and full of mucus, so this really helps to prevent that. The last benefit I'm going to share with you is that it is so much more palatable and it's so soft and much easier to eat, which is awesome for all horses and especially older horses. And the fact that it's more palatable makes it great for some picky horses. If you want a discount on a Haygain hay steamer, you can use my code SADIE5 for 5% off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited, and this will not be the last you see of my hay steamer. Bye!